This is CBC Here and Now.
Even if Daddy is sitting on the couch, Mommy is the one that gets asked to open the yogurt. We need daycare.
Taking time off work to take care of the kids. Tonight, more parents speak out about the challenges of work and childcare.
It's not that we don't want to go to work, we're unable to go to work. And it's going to be a while before we're able to go to work.
Concerts like this are a long ways off. There are support programs for many other industries. What about musicians who can't work? Good evening and welcome to Here and Now. I'm Peter Cowan. Get ready for a new way of living with COVID-19. Starting Monday, this province moves to Alert Level 3 and a lot will change. Retail stores and shopping malls can reopen. Restaurants can operate, but at 50% capacity. Spas, hair salons, and nail services, they're going to resume. And some outdoor sports like soccer and baseball, they can happen, but only with fewer than 20 people. Lots of people will head back to work, but the Chief Medical Officer of Health believes all of this can happen safely.
Our likely prevalence is low, and that the risk in Newfoundland, thankfully, has been reduced significantly. But yeah, you're right, it's not zero, and it won't be zero. So we need to think about that. So it really is about changing the way we do things. It's about physically distancing as much as possible. It's about, if you're not able to physically distance, you put a mask on.
One of the most difficult restrictions for many has been the ban on visitors for long-term care homes. Next week, those restrictions will ease, and visitors for people in hospital, well, that'll change as well. But the health minister today didn't provide many details on how that's going to work.
Some units may be able to designate a visiting room for families to meet with their loved one. Others, it may have to be done at the bedside with regard to physical distancing and maybe kind of roommates, as it were, if it's a shared area. But that will come next week, and I'm sure that will help deal with a lot of the distress that we have heard about.
Also on the list to open, provincial parks. It'll be day use only until starting on June 12th rather. Camping, that's not going to start until June 19th. But even then, it's only for people with motorhomes or campers. Tent camping still isn't allowed.
Right now, we felt that the safest way would be if people had self-contained units. Washrooms are open for day use, but it's more about other communal things such as showers and things like that we were concerned about with regard to tent camping. So that was our reasoning behind it, and we'll see how things go through level 3, and we will hopefully have more information on that as we progress.
We're also seeing continued restrictions easing on the north coast of Labrador. Earlier this week, the Nunavut government announced it was relaxing some of its pandemic travel rules to allow travel between Inuit communities. Now it's taking that even further. Starting Monday, it's allowing anyone from within the province to travel to northern Inuit communities. When the pandemic first started, Nunavut had been asking people not to travel to those communities to help stop or slow the spread of COVID-19. We've talked this week on Here and Now about the challenges of balancing childcare while working from home. It's such a struggle for some parents that they're taking leave from work to take care of their children. Here and Now's Heather Gillis is looking into that tonight.
I need to play all by myself.
Adele Crummell, a single mom, found it hard to take care of her 3-year-old while working from home.
I just wasn't getting enough work done, and it was stressful, and trying to take care of her by myself at home. I didn't have anyone else to take turns with. So the best choice was to take a temporary leave.
Crummell says her daughter is waitlisted for daycare and grandparents are working and can't help.
Me going back to work totally depends on daycare's opening.
An employer can't discriminate against a person on the basis of protected ground.
Lawyer Ruth Trask says employers have to accommodate parents under the Human Rights Act, and amendments to the Labour Standards Act allow people to take leave to care for their children during the pandemic due to school or child service closure. She also says those employees can't be dismissed.
They have to be reinstated into a position that's what's said to be not less beneficial. So maybe not an identical position, but one that's pretty much just as good.
I think it's a really gray area.
Childcare advocate Gillian Pearson runs the Facebook group Parents for Affordable Childcare.
There's still employers who might be discouraging the use of leave,
while others have implemented activity trackers, making it even harder for parents to juggle work and childcare.
I think what I'm doing is worse.
Fourth-year university student Jermaine Manning is studying until 2 in the morning while caring for her 5-year-old, Jersey.
I think we need to have more conversations about these kinds of things because there's a habit of putting a lot of working parents into one class.
Georgina White, an instructor at Memorial University, says she's lucky to have flexibility with her hours at work.
Even if daddy is sitting on the couch, mommy is the one that gets asked to open the yogurt. We need daycare. That's like, there's no way around it.
Meanwhile, Pearson is advocating for universal childcare.
My estimate is that it could be anywhere between 50 to 100 million a year. As we've seen in other jurisdictions, you invest that money and you eventually get it back.
Meanwhile, in a statement, the department dealing with early childhood development says regulated daycares are open to all clients who are working or returning to work, including students. But they also say it's up to individual daycares to determine how they fill those available spaces.
Heather Gillis joins us now. So Heather, what other concerns have you heard from parents?
Well, Peter, with daycares operating at 70% capacity as of Monday and businesses like hair salons, restaurants, and retail reopening, and 20% of public servants going back to work on Monday, advocates like Jillian Pearson are worried about whether there's enough childcare spaces for children and their parents. Peter?
We've seen the province roll out supports for the construction industry as well as tourism, but what about musicians? Chris Andrews is a well-known Newfoundland and Labrador musician, and he's with us from Logie Bay. So give us an idea, what should you normally be doing right now?
Well, normally we'd be on tour, or Shannigannock would be. We'd be making our yearly jaunt through Atlantic Canada. But instead we're sitting home and we're waiting to see how things are going to proceed.
You had a Facebook post that got a lot of attention this week saying that the province needs to do more to support musicians. Why do you say that?
Well, I think they need to address that we're in a particular situation where, it's not that we don't want to go to work, we're unable to go to work. And it's going to be a while before we're able to go to work. So, just wanting to know from someone either in the federal government, the provincial government, or even in our music industry, is there a plan? Is there a strategy? What way are we going to proceed? And that's generally just what I wanted to know. Everybody is in such a hard position, but there are, we got to do something too, because as well as being jobs, it's also part of promoting our culture. And, when we talk about the music industry, we're even talking about more than just musicians, because you got, promoters and stagehands and soundmen and techs and light guys and, ticket sellers. The list goes on and on. So there's so many people affected by the closure of this industry. And it's also an industry that probably pumps a lot more money into the economy of the province than the people think.
There are federal programs available for people who've lost an income, the CERB benefit that a lot of people in every industry have been taking advantage of. Doesn't that essentially kind of keep musicians going until things can resume?
For some people, the $2,000 a month is more money than they ever made, more steady money than they ever made per month. Others in the industry, that's not nearly enough to sustain their mortgages or their insurance or all the multiple of things they have going on. So, sort of like the tourism industry grant, I think it should be based, on what you put into the government, and then they look at a way that they can help you.
Since it doesn't look like you'll be able to be doing touring or even the sort of large gatherings that we'd see for local concerts, what are you going to be doing to keep yourself busy?
Well, just, keep playing, and when we're able to get back together again, I'm sure us and the guys will do some rehearsing and probably try to write some new music and try to figure out how to survive this, because what we're hearing, is it's been a few months now, but it's not now, it's down the road, because by the looks of things, especially with a band our size, it's going to be well into 2021 before we can play again, and even that's not guaranteed.
Some new Gander residents are already making an impact. The Dove family has built their very own front yard food bank. It's free for anyone to use, and it's fulfilling a long-time dream for the mother. Here Now's Garrett Berry shows us.
To be honest, it's getting used a lot more than I thought. The original idea was just to kind of put it out and, you know, see if it took. The first day, it was just mind-blowing. So the first morning I went out there, it was full the night before. The first morning I went out there, I literally ran across the yard. I had to go back in the house. Dylan, you had to come. Like, it worked. Like, everybody came and they took, and then within, I'd say about 4 or 5 hours after dinner that day, full again. There's so many people taking pictures, and I didn't realize. So I mean, the word is getting out there, and I did see that picture as well. There was 2 little ones, I mean, out for a walk with their mom, and they stopped and grabbed, you know, a piece of fruit and a bottle of water, and I thought that was so adorable. So I mean, it's doing what I want it to do.
There's like socks, cans, there's ramen, everything. I think about like how it helps people.
It's not an original idea. It's definitely, I've taken this from somebody else. When I first saw it, it struck a chord with me. I mean, so at that time, me being, you know, a single mom, so on and so forth, I knew that it could help if I needed it at the time, right? And then if there was ever a time where I got to a place where I could do that as well, I was going to. And I mean, what better crew to teach? I mean, the kindness, I mean, especially in this time. I mean, I'm unsure, we're all unsure what's going on, but I mean, we gotta help, we gotta be kind and see how far that spreads, right? Right, honey?
Well, speaking of food, restaurants can open on Monday as Alert Level 3 begins, but one popular spot on the Bonavista Peninsula won't be reopening at all this season. Operators of the Bonavista Social Club in Upper Amherst Cove say it's too difficult for them to open their doors. The owners say they considered different options like takeout, but felt it wasn't feasible to operate the restaurant at a limited capacity. Well, need an escape from these chaotic times? How about climbing on the back of a dragon and flying through a wide open fantasy world? Local video game developer Gordon Little has released Air, a game with no fire breathing, no violence, and you can't even die. Great timing. Have a look.
I've been working on my first 3D video game, Air. I have been working on it for 3 years now, and I finally released it to the public. After I taught myself how to use this game development program called Unity, which is free for anyone to download and try out and make games with. And I taught myself 3D modeling and animation, and I put together a relaxing dragon flying game called Air. I've always liked making family-friendly games. I want to make stuff that my kids can play, that they can watch, that we can all sit together and enjoy, but is also stuff that any grown-up adult can find the challenges in. So from the beginning, I wanted to make what I called a chill, relaxing, open-world game. The idea is that you can jump on your dragon and there's 64 square kilometers of area to explore and relaxing music to listen to. And if all you wanted to do was just fly around and listen to music and listen to the wind, then that's a perfectly great time you can have inside of the game. If you want to make it challenging, you can turn on the advanced flight mode, and then it behaves like it really behaves. You can bank and make graceful turns or quick dives. Or if you're playing it with like less skill levels, or you're a beginner, or you want your kid to play it, there's a simplified fight mode which keeps everything pretty basic. And I mean, the game is totally non-violent. Your dragon doesn't breathe fire, doesn't attack anything. You can't hit anything. You can't even die in the game. If you jump off your dragon's back 100 feet in the air, your dragon will swoop down and catch you in the last 20 feet. I find it relaxing. I enjoy making games. So it's usually nights and weekends are game making time these days. All of my kids have played the game. The younger ones mostly just crash into the mountainsides, but she can actually fly around and she can do some of the races and collect collectibles, and she loves it. My kids have been a part of me making games since the beginning. In the first spellcasting game, I had her do the voices of the little cat wizard, and she was only 4 or 5 at the time, and I just took my phone up to her and we did a little voice acting session. I was like, say woohoo, and she'd go woohoo, and I was like, yes, recorded it. So I put her sound effects into the first game. So when they played it on the Nintendo Switch and it was her doing the little woohoos and oopses, that just, her eyes light up and she was as happy as could be.
Not gonna lie, today had me feeling like I wanted to be out on that diamond this afternoon. We're looking at a solid start to the weekend, and then rain moves in as we head towards the end of the weekend. I'll have all the details coming up.
Welcome back to Here and Now. Over the past week or so, runoff from the hills around the Humber River has caused a lot of flooding, especially in the Pasadena and Steadybrook area. These ducks are enjoying the expanded lake outside the Oasis in Pasadena, but they're probably the only ones. The beaches in Pasadena have all but disappeared, and water levels have come close to the floor of this building. In Steady Brook, roads are underwater and people's front lawns and driveways have disappeared. The Department of Municipal Affairs and Environment has been monitoring the water levels on the Humber River. Staff are on site in the communities and in contact with town officials. As of this afternoon, the water levels have started to recede, but that could change again with more rain.
Weather update is brought to you by the sold-out HCF Home Lottery. Thank you, Newfoundland and Labrador. Your support has been overwhelming. Prize winners will be announced on June 25th at hcfhomelottery.ca.
2 solid Fridays in a row here on the eastern portions of the island. I'm down at Bannerman Park today. Lots of people out here enjoying the gorgeous summer-like weather today. Let's take a look at those temperatures across the board. Sitting in the double digits, 22 degrees was the afternoon high for St. John's. Terra Nova 23, and Corner Brook was a hot spot at 24 degrees today. And then we've got those temperatures still in the single digits in Lab City at 7 degrees was your afternoon high. So taking a look at satellite radar, not a whole lot happening. We did see some cloud cover develop this afternoon through central. Could have sparked a few showers. Didn't really show up on the radar this afternoon, but those are dissipating and setting up to be an absolutely gorgeous evening tonight. And we're just going to see the potential for some showers developing overnight. Now on the west coast, maybe even through central after midnight and towards the early morning hours. We could hear a few rumbles of thunder with that as well, but pretty much we're looking at the potential for showers right across the board. And then up through Labrador, clearing skies by the time you hit the morning hours. So first half of tomorrow, we should see the chance of some showers and then clearing, certainly for the west coast and central. Going to be an absolutely beautiful afternoon. And then for areas in the east, probably going to hang on to that cloud cover, and we'll eventually see those showers move in late day. And it's teeing up to be a pretty rainy Sunday as we head into the afternoon for sure, as you head further north to the northern peninsula. Here's your temperatures for tomorrow, a little cooler than today, but still beautiful. Winds will be generally out of the southwest. In the east, around 20 degrees will be the afternoon high. A little cooler, but still gorgeous. 19 degrees in Corner Brook. Your winds will be generally out of the northwest. And then we've got temperatures in the teens for most of Labrador, 9 degrees in Nain, and you're looking at cloudy skies through the day. Sunday, again, looking up, it's going to be fairly wet for most of us. You'll see increasing cloud for the northern peninsula through the day. Your rain will arrive overnight into Monday. Temperatures will dip into the low double digits and teens, and then a gorgeous day again up through Labrador. You're looking at 16 degrees in Happy Valley Goose Bay, 13 in Nain under mainly sunny skies. Here's the next 5 days. You're looking at temperatures dipping as we head into Tuesday, 9 degrees with the potential for some showers, and then by Wednesday up back to about 13 degrees. For central Newfoundland, generally gray as we head into the beginning of the week. Midweek looks nice. And then same for western Labrador with temperatures recovering into the teens, western Newfoundland. For eastern Labrador on Monday, that's when we'll see some showers in the middle of the week, a little bit up in the air, but it does look like it'll be generally unsettled for the big land. Just before we leave you tonight, had to share this great shot of the rainbow in St. Louis. Marilyn sent us that great shot. If you have any weather photos to share with us, send them to nlphotos@cbc.ca.
Happy 50th anniversary to Derek and Louise Brown. Happy 51st anniversary wishes going to Dawn and Lillian O'Leary. A happy 70th anniversary to George and Sylvia Roach. Wishing Molly and Serge Tremblay a wonderful 56th anniversary. Happy 58th anniversary to Patrick and Nora Cleary. Happy 60th wedding anniversary to Mary and Jerry Hoolan. Happy 61st anniversary to John and Winifred Kennedy. Bill and Minnie Cofield are celebrating 58 years together. Happy 50th anniversary wishes going to Mike and Maud Tizard. Happy 50th anniversary to Donna and Patrick Kane. Happy 53rd anniversary to Matt and Bertha Kelly. Happy anniversary to Carolyn and Irving Ivany. Wayne and Linda Mercer are celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary. We're wishing Paul and Isabella Smith of Manual CBS happy 50th wedding anniversary. George and Ruby White are celebrating 57 years together, and it's a happy 61st anniversary to Bob and Emily Bailey of Southlands. Happy 50th anniversary to Nick and Bridget Doyle. It's also a 50th wedding anniversary for Terry and Pauline Sims. Eric and Dorothy Butt are celebrating 55 years together. Happy 50th anniversary to Jim and Eva Dwyer of Kelligrews. Happy 57th anniversary going out to Nellie and Louis Chalk. Minnie McDonald is turning 98 years old on Sunday. Doris Slade is celebrating her 91st birthday. Happy 94th birthday to Nora Penny. Happy birthday to Annie Lovelace, who turns 93 today. It's a very special birthday for Phyllis Cooper, who turns 100. Happy 96th birthday to Laura Burry. Birthday greetings to Lar Parsons on his 91st birthday. Happy 90th birthday to Winnie Skiffington. Walter Strickland is celebrating his 91st birthday today. Happy 90th birthday going out to Vivian Genge. Marjorie Young turns 90 this weekend. And also a happy 90th for Ramona Woolridge. It's also 90 for Irene Hall. And happy 90th birthday greetings going out to Gertie Rideout. As well, we've got another 90th birthday, it's a popular number, going out to Kevin Tobin. Happy 90th birthday wishes for Hope Mercer. Also a happy birthday for Alonzo Ivany, he turned 91. What a great group of people celebrating this weekend. I still can't believe a 70th wedding anniversary. That's quite impressive. Just want to remind you that in just over a week, Here and Now is going back to a full 60-minute show. We're busy getting ready, and Carolyn Stokes will be back on the air with you on Monday. But before we leave you tonight, we've got some cute video that we think that you're going to want to see, because who doesn't love some adorable animals, especially ones when they decide to take a swim? Have a look at this. This is some video that we got from Ottawa. It's a couple that woke up to find this guy, the moose, swimming around in their backyard pool. The moose later decided that he had enough. He dried off and returned to the natural habitat safely. It's 31 degrees today in Ottawa, so I suspect, like many people, looking for somewhere to cool off. And that's it for Here and Now for this Friday. I'm Peter Cowan. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great weekend.